Hello everybody, welcome on back to youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex and Random Rosters, which uploads every single Tuesday right here on the channel. If you'd like to see more, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, and ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Thanks so much for hanging out. The video series does pretty well, so I appreciate that. Thanks again for helping me hit 1,900 subscribers on the channel. Hoping to march towards 2,000 by the end of the year, which would be cool. This is Random Rosters. If you don't know what it is, we are playing ESPN NFL Primetime 2002. Did a fantasy draft at the beginning of the season, randomized all the rosters. We watch 4 games every single week and just kind of see what happens. We have a very cluttered, maybe the most cluttered playoff situation we have had this late into the season, this expansively across the league. Usually there's a division or two that's a mess, but this time it's like 4 of them, which is pretty wild. So we're gonna see what kind of gets itself sorted out today. We have 4 games for you, like we do every single week here on the channel, and we're gonna start in Green Bay with the Falcons taking on the Packers. One of 2 games where we had this actual matchup this past week in real life NFL action. Green Bay fell by 1 to the Falcons. We'll hopefully see the Packers reverse the trends. A quick look at the standings here will show you that the Packers lead the NFC Central at 6-3, which is going to make our second game kind of important depending on how this one goes. The Falcons are 5-4 in a kind of like a runaway NFC West. The Rams 8-1. They're very good. But the 49ers and Falcons are holding on in that division, just kind of looking for a playoff spot in the wild card. Then we will go actually take a look at another game that actually happened this past weekend. The Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one has a little bit extra depending on if the Packers win or lose, because it can give the Buccaneers an opportunity to get to 6-4 and tie the Packers for the division lead. If the Bears win and the Packers lose, that'll make Chicago 5-5, Tampa Bay 5-5, Green Bay 6-4, and really clutters that division up. If the Vikings can also get a win today, that really bunches that division up a little bit. But this one feels like if the Packers win and if the Bears win, it starts to get a little bit of separation. We'll see how that goes through the rest of the season. We will then be going to the AFC Central, which is the most consistently chaotic division we have. The Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans. The Bengals have been reeling over the last couple of weeks. They haven't looked good. They have lost 2 in a row. They are now 5-4, tied with these very Titans for the division lead. The Jaguars are there as well. The Ravens just out because they have a 5-5 record rather than a 5-4 record. They play the Cleveland Browns today, which is a game I kind of thought about showing, but then I was like, we just saw Baltimore last week, and we kind of already have one of those, like, if this team can win, they can pull themselves in. But Baltimore being in kind of a mess of their own, I don't know. Just didn't make sense. Mainly because this last game I thought would be fun to just watch 2 good teams. The St. Louis Rams are traveling to the New England Patriots to play in our 4th and final game. The Rams, like we saw, 8-1. The Patriots, unsurprisingly, lead the AFC East. They have a record of 7-3. So just 2 good teams. That's a good way to finish these kinds of things off, is to just go, hey, you know what's happening? 2 good teams are playing. That's fantastic news for all of us. So let's get started with our first game here. We will watch the Falcons and the Packers. Oof, that almost didn't go very well. And that is what we will get started with today. Mute my camera while the game's loading. Be sure to scroll down, subscribe. Make sure you have that bell rung, or I just kind of show up in your notifications if you want to see more of this content, because boy do I enjoy making it. I need to make sure that I'm filming it on like a day off, especially as we get later into the season, because then we can watch more games. If I'm recording it where I don't have to go to bed and go to work in the morning, will you please stop trying to save this image? Just do that, and then you do this to resize it, and then you go 50-50, and then, my goodness. I'm in baseball mode over here. We're going to a Frosty Lambeau.
when it comes to defending the pass.
And now I do have the audio up. It's negative. Like, I adjusted the audio correctly, which has been a problem in the past, but I just can't. It seems like it's kind of low for whatever reason.
To accumulate throughout the game.
Hatchet back to receive the kick.
Matt Stover kicking the ball off. And we are underway. Hopefully it's all right. The piece of technology I have that goes from like AV to HDMI is a little worse for wear. It's the second one I've gone through already, which is a very weird sentence to say, but hey, it is what it is. Draw play for the Packers is going to get them 10 plus. That looks like about a 13-yard run up to the 35-yard line. Max Strong, they'll give him 12 on the carry. 1st and 10, and a good start for this Green Bay Packers offense. I'd like to kind of see them just run the ball here in these frigid conditions. That's a nice catch there. Threw it to where he could run and grab it. Solid gain of 6. And that'll set up 2nd down and 4.
To go. Pro set, receiver in the slot. Brooks looking to throw. Tackled by number 55.
They're going to give a pass interference penalty to the Atlanta Falcons, which is weird because he caught the ball anyway.
Penalty decline. 1st down.
Very odd. I think they literally, it was a half-yard difference. Instead of at the 47, it's at the 47 and a half. Brooks drops back, throws a leaping receiver, grabs it at, I believe, the opposing 47. And it's 2nd and 4 following the 6-yard gain. This is a good start for the Green Bay offense, already in Packers territory, hitting on some passes, getting a good run. They'll try the run again, but an excellent job to get off the block and get him at the line of scrimmage. Darrell Russell. It looked like there was going to be a nice opening there on the left side of that line, but it very quickly closed. Terrific effort. 3rd down and 5. Brooks drops back, throws. He's going to find a receiver. Throws a little bit high, but snagged out of the air by number 89, Dan Campbell. 3rd catch of the day already, and it is the opening drive. Sets him up with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Packers really liking these 7s. 47, 47, 37. Pitch right side, and just beautifully read by the Atlanta Falcons defense to stretch that out toward the sideline. 3 tackles for Mo Lewis already. Getting his name out there. Making an impact on the game from the jump. Motion from right to left, or far to near, I should say. Brooks stays in, probably took a hit there, and he's going to find, is that Dan Campbell yet again? It is indeed Dan Campbell. There were. See if you can count him here as he gets rid of this ball. 1, 2, 3.
There's no excuse for him to be wide open that far downfield.
Ref flat on his back. But you see, I mean, you see 2 Falcons with a legitimate opportunity to get a sack there. Aaron Brooks does an excellent job to stand in there, make the tough throw, and find Campbell for, I believe, his 4th reception of the drive. Pitch right side. Pitch is not working. Atlanta all over it. They keep going to Hurst, and he has 2 rushes for, depending on where this is spotted. Oh, I don't know. Negative 9 yards, 8, 9 yards, something like that. It is 2nd and goal all the way back, and they try the stretch again. Does not work. 3rd and goal from the 16-yard line.
At the 15-yard line. Lone runner in the backfield.
Brooks throws left side. Caught, but stopped well short. So a terrific job by this bend but don't break Atlanta defense. They gave him the yards. They gave Campbell a lot of receptions, but they clamped down when they needed to, and they will force a field goal from Jason Hanson. Go Cougs! They're playing Oregon State this weekend. I think my brother is going to be at that game, which is exciting. There's going to be a bunch of people. I guess if people text you, this is a reminder to text them back. Because I realized that I saw it and then got distracted, did something else, and then completely forgot. He's like, tickets are $75. I'm like, that sounds like a thing for rich people. We like $75 today. It's like, all right, Kip, could you send that over to me?
First and 10 at the 25-yard
Someone's broke as a
line.
joke.
Pull back to the strong side, 2 tight ends for the Falcons.
So this is our first look at the Atlanta offense here. 1:21 to go in the first quarter. Efficient time-killing drive by the Green Bay Packers leads to 3. Atlanta starts similarly to Green Bay with a run. Not quite as effective, but still a solid gain of 6. 2nd and 4 at the 32. Motion from the far sideline to the near sideline. Drops, throws, a little one-handed grab. I believe it's Warwick Dunn in the backfield. Nope, it's Marshall Falk. Who's Warwick Dunn played for? We saw him last week.
Nice execution there, Tom.
Right. Great timing between the quarterback and receiver.
I don't remember. Okay. Pitch going to the near sideline, but nothing doing there. That'll be stopped in the tracks. Again, the stretch run's just not doing a whole lot. Negative 4 to 5 yard losses on all of them so far. Sets up Atlanta with a 2nd down and 15. Throws and finds a receiver about a yard short of the line to gain. David Terrell, a rookie out of Michigan, coming up with the catch, set up a 3rd down and 1. Which will most likely happen after we hit the end of the first quarter. That's right. It is already the end of quarter number 1. 3-0 Green Bay. And those are the kind of quarters, as a commentator, you love to see. Efficient, time-sucking drives, you know? Pitch right side, and that is not what you want to see on a 3rd down and 1. That's going to lose at least 6. Falk just had nowhere to go. Both defenses doing a really nice job stretching those runs out toward the sideline. No angles to turn and get around the corner and get upfield. And big losses. 7-yard loss on that one. And the Atlanta Falcons will punt the ball away. Green Bay returns at about the 10-yard line, makes a man slip on the ice patch. He'll get just past the 20-yard line, and we'll take a look at the Green Bay offensive line. Backs and receivers. Dan Campbell already making a huge impact on this game. Rod Smith. Max Strong. They're going with a pitch, and it is again going to lose yards. These plays do not work in this game. Mo Lewis, 4th tackle of the game. 2nd down and 13.
Reads quickly, so the runner doesn't have a chance.
Brooks drops and throws, finds a wide open receiver, but just threw it a little too high. It's a nice leaping grab by number 88. They did not show his name. I was waiting for it. If he puts that just a little bit lower and he doesn't have to leave his feet, looking at a bigger gain up the sideline. But a nice gain out to the 45-yard line. Sets up 1st and 10. Brooks, deep drop, throws into the flat. Finds a receiver who makes a little turbo boost and tries to make a man miss. 16 yards on the reception. Thank you, Chris Berman. And it's 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Going pitch, right side. Finally finds some room, makes some men miss. The guy slips and falls. Disastrous on the defensive side there. Long of 13, and he has 4 total yards on 4 carries.
Has taken him through the tough times and made him an effective player.
Negative 9 yards before that run. Toss left side. They're going to try to find something. Just when he was into the positive yards, he loses 2. So 5 carries for 2 total yards with a long of 13. And it's 2nd and 12. Going with a run to the fullback. I love the play call because it worked. All the way up to the 19-yard line inside of the red zone here. 3rd down and 4.
At the 18-yard line.
It's a really good gain of 8 there up the middle. Got through the line of scrimmage. They found a little bit of room. Leaping grab is made. I believe that's Rod Stewart. No, David Dunn. 80. Rod Stewart is 8-0. My apologies. That is a terrific catch in traffic. Down to the 6-yard line. 1st down and goal. Green Bay working this clock down to about the 2-minute warning here. They're going to go with the play action pass. Throws into the end zone. Hands in the air. Snags the ball. And it's Hurst with our first touchdown of the game. He got the play action pass. They found him in the end zone. Packers lead 9-0. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 2:08 to go in the second quarter, Green Bay has led 2 scoring drives, a field goal, and then a touchdown.
Into the falling snow.
5 yards deep, and he'll get it up to the 15, 16, 17-ish.
1st and 10.
And that is where that will be. Offset I formation. Takes the snap and throws quickly. I don't think he was going to get a whole lot of yardage there. Instead, it's just a pretty ugly drop. 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10 to go.
NFC West Conference could get out of hand. It already kind of feels like that, and watching Atlanta play here does not instill a lot of confidence that they can make a comeback in the division. But if like the Rams keep winning and San Francisco and Atlanta kind of hover around 500, I think they'll get eliminated fairly quickly. But with the way the divisions have been so chaotic, I don't think that's like a guarantee. That's a really nice interception. That's a good time for a takeaway inside 2 minutes. And here we go. 1st and 10. Minute 53 to go. Inside Falcons territory already at the 33. Brooks throws to Hurst in the flat. He finds some room, makes a man miss, and he'll get up the field inside. What is that, the 25?
That's his 4th pass reception of the game.
Inside the 25 to the 24. 8-yard gain on the pass play.
And have the defense off balance now.
Brooks throws right side. Leaping grab by Rod Smith. There he is. I believe that's his 1st reception. Oh, his 2nd reception of the day. It's a nice grab that sets up 1st and 10 from the 11. So 1st down possible at the 1. Brooks throws into the end zone. One-handed snag, and this is out of hand quickly. 16-0, cashing in almost immediately on the turnover.
Here's the kick.
From the goal line, he'll get up to the 20-yard line, so not a terrible return.
1st down and 10 to go. The D shows a 4-3.
First down and 10. Throw to the outside. Finds a receiver, but he's going to stay in bounds. And depending on where they spot this ball, 2nd down and short. That is the correct call. Sometimes it gets a little weird, and it is weird when it gets a little weird, but hit as the ball got there. It's going to pop off the hands. Incomplete. 3rd down and short. I'd love to see a run here to just pick up what yardage they can get. And they're going to take a timeout, forcing a 4th and 4. That 3-yard loss. The punt is away. And Green Bay's going to have yet another chance to score some points here
Tackled
They're going
by
to get into
Kelly.
the third quarter and just start burning the clock.
A first down with less than 40 seconds to go in the half. The defense lines up looking to put some serious heat on the QB. Brooks.
First and 10, throw to the outside, smacked immediately in the flat. No timeout from Green Bay. Mo Lewis, 6 tackles already here in the first half. Second and 11 following the 1-yard loss. Brooks drops back, throws short. He's going to get hit, and the ball is going to pop free. Mo Lewis yet again.
In the NFL.
Third and 11, finds the first down, and they'll quickly call a timeout. Good clock management there by the quarterback, Aaron Brooks, for the Green Bay Packers. Deep drop, throws, right side, finds. Oh, we almost found the hands of a Falcons defender. That is not who you were trying to throw that ball to, young man.
Packers have to like the production they're seeing passing the ball. Interesting stats so far, Tom.
The offense have done a nice job of mixing up the passing game.
Brooks looks downfield.
Brooks throws. He's going to get caught and stopped short. We should see that rollout Hail Mary here on this one. If you see that motion from the top to the bottom of your screen, it's an indicator that that play is coming. Nope. Instead, it's just a regular pass. Overthrew everybody. 5 seconds to go. 4th and 4.
45-yard line. 5 wide receivers for Green Bay.
They're going to go for it, which is a little surprising, but I guess if you can hold on to it for the final 5 seconds. Oh, we got hit. A big sack back at the 40. It doesn't matter. The clock expires, and it is 17-0. Green Bay already trouncing. -9 rushing yards for the Atlanta Falcons. No third down conversions. 25 total yards to 180.
The Falcons set to receive the kickoff.
Who would have guessed that this would have been a terrible game?
The kickoff by Hansen.
Chris, the outcome of this game will depend on how the teams will respond here in the second half.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line. Banks dropped back.
KO Spikes appears to be injured. Looks like he's holding his hand there.
He's off to get
An incomplete pass is going to set up 2nd down and 10 for the Atlanta Falcons from the 21.5-yard line. Drops and throws right side. Finds a receiver that is Marshall Falk. 2 catches, 20 yards. Averaging 10 yards per catch, but not quite enough there. It's 3rd down and short. He'll get thrown forward for the short gain to get a first down. I don't know why that struggled to come out of my mouth, but it did.
Banks dropped back. Report from the sidelines, a sprained wrist by Spikes. He's out for the remainder of the game. Banks, quick drop.
Banks with a quick drop, right side.
To Ishmael. That's his first pass reception today.
Boomer, the receiver just wanted the ball more than everyone else.
The Falcons send a man in motion. Banks looking to throw. Interception.
Oh, intercepted again. 2nd interception of the day for this Packers defense.
Second pick of the game. Green Bay ball.
Rod Smith's sure hands enabled him to chalk up an impressive 100 receptions during the 2000 season.
Thrown down at the 48-yard line. They lost a few yards on that play.
Mo Lewis is a Pro Bowl linebacker that can do almost anything his coaches ask.
28. 28.
So 2nd down and 12. Packers coming off their 2nd takeaway of the game. Hurst is going to find some room off the right sideline. Mo Lewis yet again. Who else would it be? If someone tackles a player in a white jersey, it's going to be Mo Lewis. Oh, man, hiccups, gross. Stop it. Oh, off the hand, incomplete. Mo Lewis again! He's doing literally everything! Mo Lewis is going to single-handedly win this game with a 14-interception performance, 38 tackles. He is everywhere. He has to be the most valuable player on this field. Doing his best job to keep this Atlanta Falcons team in this game, only down 3 scores. And that's the best defensive stand the Atlanta Falcons have seen all day long. First time Green Bay actually comes off the field without points. Ooh, a big long gain into Green Bay territory, down near the 40. 2 catches, 55 yards. Big long one right there. Kind of a deep drop. He looked his way the whole time and just let it rip.
Was able to beat his man deep downfield for a 30-plus yard gain.
I'm going to be so bummed when I go lay down in bed when this video is done and I go, man, where was that tiredness when I was recording NFL primetime? Oh, he made a man miss. Is that the spark Atlanta needed here? Green Bay's defense all of a sudden can't get them off the field. 2 big plays in a row. Sets up another 1st and 10 deep in Green Bay territory. Now they're in the red zone for the first time today. 2nd down and 2.
It's very hard to catch the ball when you're laying flat on your back.
Third and 2, throws short, finds a receiver for a gain of 3. They needed 2, so that is a positive play. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. The Atlanta Falcons have to come away with points here. I think a touchdown is... I don't know if the touchdown's necessary because it is a 3-score game, but... Okay, now they have to come away with a touchdown.
O.J. Santiago hasn't lived up to expectations, but because of his size and hands, he'll always have a place on someone's roster.
2nd and inches, deep drop, throws into the end zone, finds a receiver, but he can't hold on through the hit. Starks coming in with a big blow to jar the ball loose. Oh my goodness, he didn't get the score. Tony Banks comes up with a 4-yard run, and it's 1st and goal from... They mean either snapping the ball from the goal line. That is an easy touchdown right there. 17-6. Tony Richardson still negative yards. But hey, a touchdown, that's a big help.
And it's good. That's his first extra point today.
17-7 now our score with 1:32 in the 3rd quarter. This game's not necessarily built for comebacks, but see what this Atlanta Falcons team can do. It was all Green Bay in the first half. What if it's all Atlanta in the second half? See, it's one of those interesting things too, where I think Atlanta had to score a touchdown with the field position that they had, or ended up with the 1st and goal. I think you got to come away with 7. That should have been intercepted. Oh, Brooks is lucky to get away with that throw. If you drive to like the 30 and your drive dies, not a big deal. You can still take the 3. You'll be down 2 touchdowns. You need the field goal anyway. But that deep into Packers territory, you got to come away with 7, and that is what they did. 2nd down and 10, offset I, and we're going to get a false start on Nice. I pointed the wrong way. It's super easy. Both teams are on the freaking screen. Oh my gosh.
The lineman just seemed to lack focus.
2nd down and 15 to go.
So 2nd and 15, I'd like to see Green Bay just kind of run the clock here. Okay. It's at least a completion, even if it's for negative yards or no yards. I think it's going to probably lose 1 or 2. At least it gets the clock moving towards the 1 minute mark. They're actually going to give him a loss of 4. I didn't think it was that bad. I genuinely did not think it was that bad. Now you will see Green Bay wind it down here. 1 minute to go in quarter number 3.
Third down and 19 for the first. Single back, 2 tight ends for Green Bay. Quarterback drops back.
Ooh, incomplete pass. So they wasted all that clock. Good move on them to come away with nothing. Bad on them. Seattle Mariners pick up a victory over the Oakland Athletics. They're going to hold their own, like, hey, it's kind of a weird phrase to use, their own fates in their hands or whatever, but they do have the opportunity to work their way into the playoffs if they can take care of business against, especially Texas. I think it's imperative that they sweep the Oakland Athletics. Atlanta is going to start in Packers territory with 37 seconds to go in quarter number 3, down 10. Deep drop and a deep pass down the right sideline, off some hands, but incomplete. Pretty accurate pass there. Second down and 10. Banks throws into double coverage. It's off the hands of the receiver and incomplete.
And make plays all over the field.
Banks throws over the middle, and that pass is just nowhere.
Here's their third punt of the game.
And they're going to have to punt this ball away. Oh, darn. Could not take advantage of the terrific field position. But they are going to force Green Bay into a really bad spot inside their own 10. I'd like to see Green Bay one play, run the ball in the third quarter.
Ball number 20.
There you go. That's what I want to see.
Offensive menace. His speed and instincts to get to the ball will prove troublesome for opposing teams.
Time expired.
All right, we are through 3. Green Bay with a 10-point lead, 17-7.
Second and 11.
Quarter number 4 begins with a 2nd and 11 from the 9-yard line. It's like an offset eye in the backfield. They're going to go with a run play to Hurst. Hurst will pick up 3. Now they actually call it a gain. Well, they'll call it a gain of 3. 3rd and 8. But it is at the 11-yard line, so a gain of 2? Question mark? Unless it's at the 12. In which case, all of the math works out, and I can stop talking.
3rd down and 8 for the first.
There's no real reason for the Green Bay Packers to throw the ball here. Even if you punt it back and give them good field position, you got to come away with more clock gone. That's your number 1 goal. You're deep in your own territory. Worst case scenario, that's an interception that sets them up in terrific position. But you can't give them this much time left. They're going to get good field position. I like what Atlanta's doing, playing the field position game. The second straight drive, they're going to start in Packers territory.
This punter has himself a strong leg.
Drops back and throws, overthrows everybody. Well, he didn't overthrow everybody. He overthrew the intended receiver and shorted the other receiver who was not looking for the ball. 2nd down and 10. Pitch to the left side. Tries to find some room but can't find anything. He'll get knocked back to Falcons territory. It'll be 3rd down and long. Dwayne Rudd, second tackle of the day, does have a pass defense. I guess technically right on the midfield stripe. Throws left side, finds a receiver. It's caught, but nothing doing there. Atlanta's got to go. They got to go here.
Royal back to punt.
Kick is away. Somehow Atlanta down that. That was very weird.
10 to go.
1st and 10 from the 11. 3.5 to go here in the 4th. Green Bay leads by 10. They will go with a handoff. Come near side. Finds some room, and he'll get thrown forward when he gets met. 19 yards on 10 carries.
That's the 10th rushing attempt today by number 20.
Hurst has proven to be explosive and can pull off the 80-yard runs for TDs.
First and 10.
First and 10 from the 21-yard line. Got just enough to convert. Brooks throws to the flat. Usually that play is pretty disastrous, but that time it turns into a 12-yard gain. 6th catch of the day, 44 yards through the air. Much more productive effort receiving the ball than running the ball.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Quarterback sneak for Brooks off the left side. That should be able to take it down to the 2-minute warning.
At the 2-minute warning, the Packers 17, Falcons 7. As we go inside the numbers.
Not a lot going on there, except for the left side. 16 rushes, 23 yards. I feel like the stats are just kind of broken. That doesn't seem right, but who am I to question the gods of ESPN NFL Primetime 2002. Hurst off the left side finds a big ol' gain right there. It'll be 1st down and 10 as they wind this clock down.
Hurst has a quick first step that gets him in the secondary before the defense can react.
First and 10. The D shows a 4-3. Here's the run.
Tries to find some room off the right side, but nothing doing.
Run by Strong.
Not that they really need anything doing. They just need to run like 2 more plays here. Wouldn't be surprised to see them in the victory formation. Also wouldn't be surprised to see Atlanta take some timeouts here, because that is kind of an annoying situation that this game puts itself in.
Second down with less than a minute to go. They bring in their goal-to-go set. They'll keep it on the ground.
Going left side. Yep, there's the timeouts. Oh, God. The clock management sometimes pretty great. Sometimes unbelievably infuriating.
Timeout.
Ah!
They have 1 remaining.
Stop it.
Brought down by number 65.
Aaron Brooks, your game MVP, 2 touchdown passes, 185 yards, and I feel like a rare game MVP that's on the winning side. 34 seconds to go here from the 21-yard line.
Banks looking to throw.
Throwing left side over everybody.
Banks looks downfield.
Now that was a bone-crushing hit.
3rd and 10 at the 20-yard line. The quarterback looks to pass. Caught.
I didn't realize my microphone was all
4th and 1 at the
wonky and out of
29-yard
sorts.
line.
So 4th down and short to come up with the catch, but Not enough for the first.
Pass play.
Oh, he had it in his hands, but it looks like he dropped it. Excellent stand by the Packers defense. Atlanta does have one timeout if they choose to use it, which they probably will.
Timeout.
And they
Falcons.
do.
They have none remaining.
One last kneel down here from Brooks, and it'll be a 17-7 Green Bay victory. They got off to a huge lead, a very fast start, and it was too much for Atlanta to do anything with. They did make that nice touchdown drive, but couldn't keep the momentum going. Had some really good starting field position, but it just wasn't enough to try and get them back into this game. So, again, 17-7 your final here from a snowy Lambeau Field. Let me pull up my notepad so I know which game we're going to next. I believe it's just the next game on the list. The pressure now shifts to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Not that they're necessarily feeling it. It's a long season. We're only in week 11, and there are 6 more games after this. But Packers win. They get the additional advantage in the Central. Now, Bears, they're going to try and look to make a move here and try and at least bunch up the middle of it and go for that wild card spot. The Bucs need to win to keep pace with the Packers for the division crown.
Live from Tampa, Florida, it's an NFL primetime matchup on ESPN. Chris Berman alongside TJ, Tom Jackson. Tom, how do you assess today's game?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers enter the game in second place of their division, currently in a 2-game losing streak. Meanwhile, the Chicago Bears find themselves in third place in the NFC Central, aiming to pick up their 3rd consecutive win today.
Thanks, Tom. The Bears back to receive the kick.
All right, so the stage is set. 4-5 Chicago visiting 5-4 Tampa Bay. Green Bay stopped their 2-game losing streak. And we'll see what both of these teams can do. Kenny Wright getting on the board early with his first tackle of the game on the kickoff. 1st and 10, right about the 18-yard line. Kind of a play-action pass, but nobody there. It doesn't matter. Still finds a receiver just past the line to gain. Corey Schlesinger with the first catch of the day. 1 catch, 10 yards, first down.
The other will be able to feed off its success.
Drop and deep bomb. Oh, he had the receiver he was looking for. You're just looking for that outstretched arm to come up with it. It's a big play behind the behind the first defender. And depending on the angle of that second defender, I don't know if you're going to be able to get him. 2nd down and 10, pitch right side. Tries to find some room, but nothing doing. Well played by the Tampa Bay defense.
He didn't have a chance to think about getting positive yards.
Pass play.
Drops and throws over the middle. Finds a receiver well short of the line to gain. The catch will keep the clock moving, but it's going to be a very quick drive for the Chicago Bears, who will punt the ball away with 4 minutes to go in the first. Kick is away. He'll return it from the 28-yard line up to the 30, probably about the 38-yard line. And 1st and 10. Terry Glenn
First down and 10
for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team.
Here's the run.
Going right side, trying to find some room, but nothing doing. Might be Garbuck, Elvis Garbuck.
2nd and 5.
Gerback throws left side, near side. Can't find anybody. A lot of Chicago Bears in the area. Interestingly enough, we've seen a lot of home teams wearing their away whites on the field lately, which has been kind of annoying and honestly kind of confusing when other teams are wearing their home uniforms. Chicago was wearing orange in Tampa Bay yesterday. That was wild. It's a pretty ugly color, but still very weird. It's like, oh, they're in Chicago. Nope, they're in Tampa Bay. All right.
Terry Glenn has been criticized for many things over his career, but he is productive and always a threat to score.
First down and 10. Following the nice reception, they're going to pitch it out to the right side. Nothing doing. Oh, I guess a gain of 3. A solid gain of 3. Good blocking on the outside to help pick up a couple of yards. I'm so used to those plays going nowhere or for like negative yards that I thought that that's what that was. Instead, that's what that was on this play. Big old negative gainer. Loss of 3.
3rd and 10 at the 46-yard line. Weak eye, 3 wide for the offense. The quarterback looks to pass.
Deep down the right side. Finds some hands, but it falls incomplete. Garbach can't complete the pass. And halfway through quarter number 1, we will have witnessed a couple of punts. John Jett, 9th year out of East Carolina.
First down and 10 to go.
From the 12. Second drive of the game for the Chicago Bears. Drops back to the 5. Throws over to the left and can't find anybody.
2nd and 10.
Maybe this is a division that feels like the Packers should have in the bag if both of these teams continue to play like this. This is gross.
Quarterback looks to pass.
Throwing left side off the hands of the receiver, or excuse me, the defensive back. And that probably should have been picked, honestly, and might have been a pick 6 if it had gone the Buccaneers' way. Instead, it's dropped. It's 3rd and 10. He's going deep down the seam and can't find anything. Please stop throwing the ball and just work the clock at this point, okay? One of you is going to win by 3-0, and we don't need to watch a bunch of incomplete passes.
Brought down by Parker. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Chicago territory, nice little run off the left side. Tried to get up the field and then tried to stretch it. And overall, a gain of 4. Staying ahead of the chains.
The Buccaneers send a man in motion.
Pitch left side, tries to find some room, but number 95 is all over it. Jameer Miller, his first tackle of the game, read that so well and forces a 3rd down and a loss of 2 on the previous play. Quarterback throws and fires. There was a Chicago Bear defender on the guy in the zone, and then a 3rd guy who just said, "I'd like to bat the ball down, please."
I watched them run that play in practice this
week. Get that out of here.
And they're probably going to try it again today at some point.
Oh, God.
Punt out of bounds. They'll take over from there.
We were treated to such efficiency with Green Bay, and now we can't catch a break here with this. Either of these teams. There's a run up the middle. 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5. The Bears send a man in motion.
Oh, pitch to the left side, but we see one of those plays where it's just read super well off the edge, dropped in the backfield, and that does it for that play. It's only a loss of...
3rd and 11 at the 13-yard
So it's only 3rd and 11. I thought it was a bigger loss, but maybe I didn't realize what the 2nd down at distance was. From the shotgun, takes a snap, throws left side, finds Nothing. Tries to find a receiver in between 4 defenders, but the outstretched arm isn't enough to get there. I'm going to hop up real quick. You enjoy more football, and I'll be right back.
They can't bring him down. First and 10. 4-3 defense for the Bears.
Down 33. Down 33. Set.
Gerback with a quick drop. Second down and 10 to go.
Set.
Here's the run. Stop at the 39-yard line. Third down and 9 for the first.
Set. Cut.
Gerback drops back. Caught. A 30-yard reception by Glenn. That's his second catch of the game.
Even though Terry Glenn might not be the biggest guy on the field, he is unafraid to go over the middle and has good enough hands to make the catch.
First and goal at the 8-yard line. Far formation for the Buccaneers.
Down 81. Set. Cut.
They'll keep it on the ground. He corrals him at the 6-yard line.
So a goose egg game through one quarter, excuse me. But the Buccaneers are driving. Second and goal from the 6. I started this video recording session. I recorded tonight's baseball game, so check that out. Then I recorded this, and I started very cold. And then I got heated up pretty quickly within the last 2 hours. And it's like, oh, I need to put on some shorts. So I'm just wearing full-on jeans. I was like, that's a bad plan. So a touchdown for Tampa Bay. Turns out I need to go put on shorts more often. And something will actually happen in this game. Tampa Bay tacks on the extra point, and it is 7-0. Will you please stop playing music? I don't need a copyright strike. I feel like I've looked at this before, but all the way up to the 30, a terrific run back for Chicago. We'll see if they can put anything together offensively. Game number 151 of the Seattle Mariners season coming up tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific time. We'll have more gameplay tomorrow. Co-op on Thursday. Even more gameplay on Friday. Thursday night, instead of a baseball game because the Mariners are off, we'll be taking a look at the Xbox Tokyo Game Show conference. And if you'd like more football action, check back every Tuesday, obviously. But back on Sunday, I posted Madden NFL 07 Superstar from the Xbox 360 era, which is now available. I also played an entire season of the Superstar mode in current Madden, so that was kind of fun. I actually really enjoyed that. It doesn't make a lot of sense in some spots, but so Chicago gets really good field position with the kick return, and then loses yards and doesn't do anything with it. What is happening? Chicago, you're a terrible football team. I should know better than to show you off to all my friends. Quarterback throws and finds a receiver who tries to stay up but can't keep his balance, falls down, and he'll gain 4. Put them in Chicago territory just barely for a second down and 6. Pitch, and that's not going to gain any yards. It's going to push them back into Buccaneer territory, and it's going to be third down and 8.
Disrupt the play before it gets started.
Gerback throws left side, tipped and incomplete, and I believe that'll do it for this drive for Tampa Bay. It will. Fourth down and 8 coming up. These teams are doing absolutely nothing. Feel like Tampa Bay accidentally scored.
Pours on the speed.
Oh, wow. Some spin moves, but not a whole lot going there.
By number 82.
Chris, he almost broke that one for 6.
Pitch left side. Tries to find some room, but can't find anything.
He lost a few yards on
Porsche. I'm glad that Chris Berman said the name because I would have said it incorrectly. I wouldn't have put the correct pronunciation out into the world. So, thank you, Mr. Berman. Drop and a deep throw, and I mean, there's like 3 Buccaneers in the area. The guy who had the best shot at that completion was the defender, and that's not who you want to go throwing receptions to. Warner throws, and that one's picked off. He gambled once and couldn't get it. He's going to make the turn, and it's a shoestring tackle. So much happening there. My poor little brain can't keep up.
Tampa Bay ball.
This defense has given their offense the ball back. Let's see what they can do.
Warner gambled and got away with one. Went almost right back to a clustered area and immediately threw an interception. Immediately.
The offense looked like they've adopted the old Raiders passing strategy.
It's a run.
You hear a pin drop here in Tampa Bay Stadium. It's a 3rd down and 9, and we will see that 3rd down and 9 after the 2-minute warning.
The Buccaneers lead by 7. Fakes the handoff.
Fakes the handoff and throws to the end zone over everybody's heads. 4th and 9, excuse me, and they can't take. I mean, it's a terrific interception and a better return. It's fantastic field position, and you can only cash it in for 3. Neither offense really clicking here in this one. Though Tampa Bay is able to take advantage of the turnover to the tune of 3 points, and it is 10-0. From the 5, he'll get up to the 20 where he is absolutely leveled. 1st and 10 coming up.
A 1st down with under 2 minutes to go in the half.
1st and 10, pitch left side, tries to find some room, but Schlesinger dropped after a gain of maybe half a yard. They weren't even going to give him a gain there. 2nd and 10. Warner throws deep left side. It's intercepted again. It is intercepted again. That is not what you were looking for. Whew.
There were defenders everywhere on that play. Not sure what he was looking
Minute 30 for Tampa Bay to play with as they look to extend this lead. That's a nice run off the right side. Quick timeout by Garbuck. Garbick? That one doesn't sound right. 2nd down and 3. Play action pass. Almost got blasted from behind and nearly threw an interception. That Chicago Bears stepped right in front of that. You got to pick that off. Give your offense an opportunity to try and get back into this game. 10-0 with the way they've played. The way they've been playing feels like the tallest of mountains to climb, and it's not that tall.
That's his 3rd catch this game.
3 catches, 51 yards along of 30.
29-yard line.
Gerback throws to the flat. It's intercepted. He's going to get a shoestring tackle to drop him before he was off to the races. And that's a much needed play for the Chicago Bears. See if they can do anything with it. Even a field goal would be fine. Just a quick pass to the outside. Finds a 1st down. He'll get up to about the 45-yard line. They'll mark it at the 44.
drops back.
Blocked.
Defender gets a handout.
Or batted away, I should say, by Antoine Winfield. Second down and 10.
Looks like he'll be a factor in the NFL for quite some time.
Warner throws left side. Intercepted a third time. Oh my goodness.
Not a good decision by the QB.
That's his third interception he has thrown this quarter.
To the other team.
Quarterback had no chance with that pass.
That was almost thrown intercepted right back. My goodness. Brian
That's his
Dawkins.
first pass defended today.
Brian Dawkins is a steady presence at safety that really helps his defense.
He fakes the handoff. The defender gets a handout. Incomplete.
Tyrone Poole may not be the big
This is
corner
exhausting.
every team's looking for, but he's
Like,
finishing his
I
job
even said it.
right
I said it today to the Bee before I started recording this video. I was like, hey, you know, hopefully we have some fast games. But every time we have one of the quick ones, which I would qualify that Packers-Falcons game as like a really nice, efficient game, there's always one that more than makes up for it. And here we are. The Buccaneers, the Chicago Bears, and the Indianapolis Colts just do not have the quarterbacks to run the offense that the teams want to run. Which is odd because, like, Kurt Warner, actually a very good quarterback. He's just having a bad day here, throwing 3 interceptions in the second quarter alone. I didn't see the Chicago Bear there. I thought that was going to get intercepted. That was such a bizarre float pass over the middle.
Warner looks downfield. It's caught.
Timeout, Bears. They have none remaining.
Warner looks downfield.
I thought that was going to be intercepted. So it's going to get interesting here because Chicago, even with a field goal, that's still worth getting, right? Chicago does not have any timeouts left. They can't throw it to the middle of the field. That's what they do. Oh, no. They're going to get screwed out of 3 points. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. No, you idiots. You flippin' morons.
Buccaneers lead by 10.
Oh, this game is brutal. The clock management is like halfway, maybe 60% of the way there. But there's no hurry-up offense. There's nothing in this game that goes like, oh shoot, we gotta move. We can't show these cutscenes, and the clock winds in the background. It bit Cleveland earlier in this season as he gets tackled and spun out of bounds. Actually, they're going to keep him in bounds to keep that clock rolling. Thank you. I slipped him a 10 at halftime to be like, hey, will you keep the clock moving, please?
Ball to Prentice. Thrown down by Boyd.
Going with another run.
Prentice appears to be hurt. He limps to the sidelines.
Even with decent depth, an injury to a key starter can really hurt a ball club.
3rd and 4, throws to the flat, finds a receiver. He'll stay in bounds, which will help me out a little bit. But not a great throw there. I mean, I like the idea. Throw it to him as quickly as possible. See if he can make someone miss and go from there. But just nothing doing. And it's 4th down and 4. So Chicago's defense does a good job to start the second half. And they will get the ball back. Still down 10, though probably should be down just 7. A couple of good returns in the kicking game for the Chicago Bears.
The Bears send a man in motion. Quarterback drops back. Pass deflected. Incomplete.
Kurt Warner is like one of the best quarterbacks in the game, and he can't throw to the right team.
2 to 4 weeks with a pulled quadriceps.
Second down and 10.
Quarterback drops back.
That's almost intercepted. I just would love to see these teams not be so pass heavy. If you're going to be pass heavy, you better be good at it. And neither of these teams are good at that.
Warner looking to throw.
There he finds a receiver. Third time is quite literally the charm. That will get him a first down. 7th-year pro out of Hofstra. So 1st and 10 from about the, we'll call it the 39-yard line. Go with a run off the right side. Tries to break it back to the middle. Gets tackled after a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4. See if that completion jumpstarts this offense. Oh, fine. I thought he found the receiver, but he didn't. Because he sucks. He's poopy. 3rd down and 4. And this drive could end just as quickly as you thought it was getting going.
Pass play.
Throws. There were 2 receivers in the area. It looked like it hit one while the other guy was trying to get it. I do like that they're going for the field goal here. 3rd year out of Louisville. It's a long one.
It's going to get there.
Oh, big kick. A booming kick. 10-3 with 3 minutes to go in the 3rd.
The kickoff by number 5.
From about the 2-yard line, runs up the right sideline, turns it toward the middle, gets clobbered as he hits the 30. I'm surprised he ran it that far into the middle. Looked like he maybe just needed to go like a little bit around the guy that was being pretty well blocked, but we're going to go with a pitch. Chicago stretches it toward the sideline very nicely, causes a loss of 2. Tries to find, oh my goodness. Tries to find a little room off the right side on the draw, and I think that's going to be another 2-yard loss. Actually, they'll give it a no gain. 3rd and 12. No gain.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Throws to the right side. Somehow threaded the needle between 2 defenders. And that is a really nice pass up to about the 50-yard line. So Tampa Bay does a whole lot of nothing and then comes up with a nice little dart there.
1st down and 10 to go. Here's the run.
Run right side. Bounced off a lineman who was blocking nicely upfield. I'll get a solid gain on that. Tampa Bay feels like they could kind of put this game away with another score.
4 to go. Far formation for the Buccaneers.
64. Down. 64. Set.
A long, methodical drive with points.
Pass play. Incomplete pass.
That's not the methodical part of it at all.
3rd and
You gotta have
4
completed
at the
passes.
43-yard line.
3rd down and 4. Chicago's defense an excellent time to step up and get off this field.
The quarterback looks to pass.
And that is exactly what they do. A terrific read by the number 20 there. Let's hope we get a name there. Didn't get one. Doesn't matter because it's a monster loss back to a 4th and 7. Kick into the...
They'll take over from there.
Happened to that official.
The Bears send it
1st down and 10 with 1:02 to go.
Warner looks downfield.
Warner throws over the middle, and that was caught. Oh my goodness. I was so confused. I didn't realize he got to that ball. 1st down and 10. I thought it was an incomplete pass, and then I was confused as to why people were running around. Goes with a play action pass. Warner deep into coverage. Fourth interception thrown today. 4 of them.
catch it.
Here's the handoff.
Bounces the outside. Cuts upfield and finds a good gain. Tyrone Poole picks up tackle number 6. Does have a pass defense in there just for fun.
5 at the 32-yard line. Far formation for Tampa Bay. It's a run.
2nd and 5. Looking for a run.
By Poole.
Looking right side. Picks up 3.
3rd down and 2 for the first. Far formation for the Buccaneers.
We're going to get this play off just before the end of the 3rd quarter. Looked like he got kind of bottled up in the backfield, but finds enough room to work with. And that'll get him the 1st down. 10-3 through 3.
Lead by 7.
We are approaching the halfway point of today's video. One more quarter to go. That was the best and most efficient quarter we've seen from this game.
4 down linemen on D.
Tampa Bay with a real good shot at a field goal here, so long as they don't go do anything crazy like turning the ball over. They'll get thrown down to the 25. Tyrone Poole picking up another tackle. His 8th of the day. They'll give him a loss of 1 as Tampa Bay starts winding the clock down.
Still keep the guy covered.
Second down and 11 to go. Single back, 2 tight ends for Tampa Bay. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled over the defense. That's his 5th
Looking
tackle
right
today.
side, gets into the red zone, but nothing. But nothing. 3rd down and 3.
Third and 3 at the 18-yard line. Dime with only 3 pass rushers for Chicago. Draw play.
Oh, a nice draw. That's a huge run inside the 10 all the way down to the 5. Smith, 26 yards on 5 carries. That is some effective running right there.
First and goal at the 5-yard line. They bring in their goal-to-go set. Handoff.
Going with a handoff, but nice job by number 92 to get into the backfield and knock him down. However, I like the Tampa Bay just keeping it on the ground, let this clock wind.
It doesn't matter who's running.
Let it keep going while you're in the huddle. Give us an efficient quarter. Let's go.
Second down with under 3 minutes to go. Near formation in the backfield. Here's the handoff.
2nd and goal. Going with a run. Tried to bounce outside. Nothing doing. Number 92 does a good job. Got off the block and made the tackle. I really don't think Tampa Bay even needs to pass on this down. I think like a touchdown obviously would be nice, but with the amount of time that they're going to leave the Chicago Bears and how ineffective they've been. I mean, Kurt Warner's thrown 4 interceptions.
Third and goal at the
Should be able to take this all the way down to the 2-minute warning.
runner in the backfield.
And that is exactly what they'll do. Terrific job by Tampa Bay. Because you want to run this play, burn 40 more seconds off if you can. There's no reason to pass. No reason to pass. Please don't pass. No, don't pass. I guess it's caught. Okay. They're going to call a pass interference on that. They're going to decline that penalty. Touchdown.
22, defense. Penalty decline. Touchdown.
Here's the extra point attempt.
Wow. So pass interference, and that guy somehow ended up wide open in the end zone.
And it's good. That'll be 2 extra points today. High and deep. Thrown down.
So Tampa Bay does a great job to kind of bury the Bears' playoff chances and keep themselves in pace with Green Bay. Both teams getting a win today. I'm not sure if they play again this season. That game could mean a lot as we work our way down the stretch here. For some reason, they ran a quarterback draw with Kurt Warner, and Kurt Warner paid the price with a bad hit. Real bad hit. Warner throws left side, finds a receiver into Tampa Bay territory.
27-yard pass by Warner.
That's a big throw by Warner. Too bad he's thrown 4 interceptions to counteract this one nice play.
Across the middle.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line. The Bears send a man in motion. Warner
Drops back to throw, finds a receiver. He'll be near the first down marker, and it's Isaac Bruce. Oh, wow. Kurt Warner to Isaac Bruce. Huh. Interesting. Oh, they're going to go with a false start penalty.
There's a penalty.
False start on number 66, offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
False starts are mental mistakes that just drive coaches nuts.
Second and 6 at the 43-yard line. They'll operate out of the shotgun. Warner looking to throw.
Throwing to the left side, finds a receiver right at the 20-yard line. This is Chicago's nicest drive of the day, and it is just too little too late. Their defense couldn't come up with a stop to at least force the field goal. I mean, I guess it would be important to get the touchdown because it would be a 2-touchdown lead, and that forces them obviously to get 2 touchdowns. Whereas you can still get an onside kick, and they still actually have 3 timeouts. They can get into field goal range obviously much easier. So I hadn't really considered that aspect of it. I was kind of just thinking with the way this game is constructed, it doesn't bode well for a team down multiple scores to be able to make a comeback. So throw to the flat, and he's going to just run out of bounds. It's a really bad play. Looks like it loses 1. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
The quarterback looks to pass in the back of the end zone.
Throwing, he finds a receiver for a touchdown. Oh my goodness.
21-yard pass by Warner.
This game's getting kind of interesting.
This offense is capable of.
All kinds of time. They only rushed 3. And he threw that in between like 3 defenders. And somehow, some way, that was a completed pass. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
That's his first extra point today.
Oh, they're going with the onside kick. It's a big giant bounce. Oh, Tampa Bay still recovered it. Now, I don't love that call right now. Chicago has 3 timeouts to work with. And Tampa Bay, I think, is just going to take a knee here, and that's what they're going to do. So I think you kick it deep, burn all 3 timeouts, and then go that way. However, I do understand the idea of, just trying to steal that possession right back. Because this game's just too dumb to, alter. You go oh, shoot, we need a first down to burn the clock. Instead, it'll be me, timeout.
They have none remaining.
So the punt will be to the 20. He'll get it to the 30. The 35 will run out just shy of the 35. 2 interceptions and 3 tackles for Nate Clements.
When you're awarded as being the best of the best, that's something special.
Dropping deep, throws, faming to 2 defenders, trying to thread the needle yet again. Don't have time for short passes like that. You have to push big chunk plays down the field, especially with how the clock works in this game and the lack of a hurry-up offense. Warner with all kinds of time, but he gets drugged down from behind and sacked for a big loss. That might do it here.
Third down and 15 for the first. Warner looks downfield.
That was almost intercepted. That was a float pass that missed the receiver. Okay, so we're going to see it. It's going to be that rollout. I don't know that this play works from this deep in the... God, throw the ball. They didn't even run enough time off the clock. There's still a second left. All right, that'll do it.
There's the ball game.
So it got a little interesting there towards the end. Tampa Bay still escapes with a 17-10 victory. And they maintained control of this game throughout. Their offense didn't click as much as you might think it would. And the margin of victory is certainly not what you would expect from a team that does have 4 takeaways. Oops. We'll go ahead and pop a save here as we have hit the halfway point. Tennessee and Cincinnati coming up next. We actually haven't even simulated any of the games because we watched the top 2. Okay, looks like some scores there. You can at least make out one of them. Actually, you can make out 2 of them if you really want to. Halfway home in this video, week number 11. Every Tuesday here on the channel, you can catch a fresh installment of this. And don't worry, the playoffs will be their regular 4-game installment.
ESPN, welcome. What's the key to the game, Tom?
The Cincinnati Bengals come into this game leading the AFC Central, currently in a 2-game losing streak. Meanwhile, the Tennessee Titans come into this game leading the AFC Central, aiming to pick up their 3rd consecutive win today.
Thanks, Tom.
When the weather is dry like today, look for coaches to stick with their team's strengths.
The Titans set to receive the kickoff.
Winner will walk out of this game with a lead in the AFC Central. Both teams currently tied at 5-4. Like Tom Jackson said, the Bengals do have a 2-game losing streak. They were in pretty good position early in the season, but they have not been able to figure it out lately, it seems. Oh my goodness, just there we go.
A 1-yard run by Whitney. Second and 9 at the 23-yard line. Lead high for the Titans.
Testaverde drops and fires a nice pass to the outside. A little slant there to Eric Mold, 6th-year pro out of Mississippi State. Now to convert for the first down at the 35-yard line. Going with a handoff. Nice spin move. Oh, you'd like to see him try and take that a little more north and south, but I like the idea of trying to get away. I want to get away, yeah. So 2nd and 2 following a nice 8-yard run. We're going with an offset I formation from the Titans. Single receiver split to the top side of your screen. Finds a receiver that must have crossed the entire field, or tight end in Todd Heap. First reception of the day for 5 yards. That is a conversion for a first down. Gonna have 3 passing options to the top side of your screen. Actually, they're just going to go with a pitch. Makes the first man miss, and he'll get his way into Bengals territory.
2-yard run
2nd and 7. Might be calling an audible here.
It's a run.
He's going to draw. Oh, wow. Nice spin by Jamal Lewis. He gets tripped up again by his shoelaces. Just when you think he's going to break a big one, a Bengals defender is able to get just enough of a hold of a foot to bring him down. 2 minutes gone from the first quarter already in this efficient opening drive. They're going to pitch to the outside. He's going to wiggle his way, or squiggle, I guess, his way up the field. Vinny Testaverde in like a light T-pose back there. A lot of effort for a 3-yard gain. Testaverde throws and finds a receiver. Splits the defenders right there. We have a little laundry on the field. They're going to call another pass interference on that Bengals side. They're going to decline the penalty. It's first down. First down, whichever way that is pointing.
10 at the 26-yard line.
No, this one.
One back for the Titans.
A lot of pass interferences here as we move through the later part of the season, which is very interesting. Oh, Jamal Lewis again. 7.4 yards per carry.
No, it's a pass. Caught in trap.
How did he find that receiver? There were 4 striped helmets in the area, and John Whitman comes down with a catch to set up a first down and goal from the 3-yard line. High formation behind the quarterback.
Quarterback drops back.
Throws deflected. Nice defense there by Courtney Ledyard.
It's still early in the game, but they didn't run that play with the precision that they wanted.
2nd down and goal. 1:42 to go here. First quarter. Looks like they're only rushing 3. They try the stretch run, and he is going to be untouched into the end zone for 6. Tennessee takes the early lead. Incredible drive from the Titans. Very efficient on the ground. Actually, incredibly efficient on the ground, and really nice through the air with consistent completions. They burned nearly 3.5 minutes off of that clock.
It's good. That's his first extra point today. High and to the right.
From the goal line up to the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 to
And
go.
here we have our look at the Cincinnati Bengals offense for the first time today. So calling an audible at the line of scrimmage. They'll get it from the 20.
Greasy looks downfield.
Greasy finds a receiver on the right side. That's where it gets a little worrying. You go, oof, are you, as Cincinnati, are you really wanting to not milk that much time off the clock and give it back to an offense that just shredded your defense for a touchdown? Going with a handoff by Akapatuka. Now, we had Cincinnati on last week. I was like, man, that name, I actually know how to say it. We watched Jacksonville play Cincinnati last week. We always end up seeing a lot of the AFC Central.
Running play, breaks right. He passes the marker. Thrown down by Washington.
Tim Bayakapatuka. I mean, we're getting the name down. We know how to say it.
If they don't find a way to stop this guy, it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and 10, approaching midfield are the Bengals. They're going to go with another run off the right side. I don't know if they're going to quite get into Tennessee territory just yet, but still a nice run regardless. 2nd and 8. Pitch right side. Allstott's going to try and find some room, but nothing doing. Tennessee not even breaking before, like not even just like bending and not breaking before like by the end zone. They're like, you're not even getting into our territory. Last play of the first quarter sees Greasy throw deep down the left side. It's caught. He made the first man miss, but the second guy gets him inside the 10. And now they will walk to the
A
other side of the
41-yard
field
pass by Greasy.
Kevin Johnson is a big play receiver that
To,
can embarrass defensive backs.
to have it first and goal. That happened when we were at the Cougars game. They were like working their way into our view, and then the quarter ended, and they
Score at
turned
the end of
around
the
and
first
left.
quarter, the Titans
Okay.
7, Bengals nothing.
Bye. 7-0 Tennessee, but Cincinnati is driving
At the
deep
9-yard
in
line.
Tennessee territory at the 9-yard line. First down and goal. Where's that official? Where's that official going? Pitch. Oh, that was almost a disaster. How were those plays? I mean, they're still not usually like super great because they get tackled immediately. That ball was thrown right in front of the lineman's face. You just stick a hand out, you can probably cause a fumble. Instead, it's second and goal from the 8-yard line instead of the 8-yard line. Allstott's going to bounce to the outside, tried to run a man over, but gets tackled just short of the goal line. I thought that was going to be 6.
Third and goal at the 3-yard line. The Bengals send a man in motion. Quarterback drops back.
Throws over the middle, but can't find the receiver. So Cincinnati will settle for a field goal try here. Try and cut that lead down to 4-7-3.
Here comes the field goal unit.
Here they come. Jason Elam. One of the better kickers of all time. Puts that one through the uprights. And we
That's his
are
first field goal
all
today.
set at 7-3. 7-3.
Here's the kick.
See what Tennessee can do with their second drive. Wasn't as efficient or effective a drive for Cincinnati. They still do get 3 on the board, and we'll see what Tennessee can do with their second possession.
First and 10. Defense shows blitz. The pitch to Lewis.
Pitch to Lewis on the outside. Tries to find a little bit of room, but not much doing there.
Quickly. Wow.
Absolutely.
Fernando Bryant coming up with the stop. Second down and 10. Draw play. I was going to say drops back to throw, but it's a draw play. A couple of beautiful spin moves. Finally turns upfield to go north and south. That was a terrific run right there.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line. He fakes the handoff.
Oh, the play action pass doesn't work. Right as I was going to say, you got to get that ball out of your hand. He gets sacked from behind.
Second and 13.
So second and 13. They're going to go with a run. Right up the middle. He gains all the yards they lost back, plus 10 more. That has got to be a first down. Oh, it's third and short.
Third down.
I thought he had it. I know that yellow line's unofficial, but I thought he had it. Testaverde takes a big hit as the referee takes a spill. 4 yards on. 4 yards on the carry,
10 to go.
and it is first and 10 in Cincinnati territory yet again. Going with a run. I love what Tennessee is doing here. They are just keeping it on the ground. There's no reason for Testaverde to throw this ball. There just isn't. All they need to do
At the 41-yard
is just keep running it until the Cincinnati defense can prove that they can stop them. That's it. Just keep running it.
Drops back.
They're going to find nothing. No reception there. I don't love it. I mean, I get the idea. Try to catch him nap it a little bit, but I just keep it on the ground. You're getting first down after first down, running the ball and just destroying this defense. Testaverde throws over the middle. He finds a receiver for a nice catch. First down. The other way. First down that way. First down.
The opportunity to make the play.
That's another Cougar first down.
Pitch to Lewis.
Lewis tries to stretch it outside, gets tackled.
29-yard line.
We'll give him, a gain of 1. He is averaging 6 yards a carry. That is actually improved from the last time we saw it, where it was 5. Oh no, it's decreased. I'm sorry. I think it was averaging 7 earlier. I thought it was 5.7 for some reason, but I think it was like 7 point something. Testaverde off the hands, almost intercepted on the back end by the Cincinnati Bengals.
They're down in 7 for the first.
1:31 to go here. 3rd down and 7. Second quarter action. 3rd game of our quadruple header, our weekly quadruple header. But I need to stop recording so late at night.
Great jump on that ball.
Ryan Longwell coming through with the extra point earlier. This is going to help Cincinnati with that field goal. It's a long kick, and it is good. Looked like it might start drifting to the left, but Longwell is true. The Green Bay Packer knows how to kick it through some cheesy uprights.
Here's the kick.
The lead is back to 7, but Cincinnati now just down a touchdown. Up to the 20, and they'll tackle him and push him forward to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10.
D sets up against the pass. Pass play.
Greasy throws deep right side off the hands of the receiver.
Incomplete.
We're finally taking a look at the Tennessee defense. Wow. 2nd and 10 with 1 minute and 14 seconds to go here. Greasy drops back, throws deep right side. Kind of goes to that same spot again. He had the receiver. It was in his hand, but he got hit and it fell out.
3rd down and 10.
And that will set up a 3rd down and 10. .108 to go here. Got to come up with a completion. He can't do it. Didn't take a lot of time off the clock here, and you're going to give a Tennessee team that's been playing pretty well. Of course, they've been playing better on the ground than through the air, so maybe it's not as big of a difference. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say the first half of that sentence, but I kind of just said not that big of a difference. Like, what are you talking about? This could work to the Bengals' advantage if they can force Tennessee to go to the air where they haven't been as effective. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Defense shows blitz.
Testaverde throws, and it's an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10. Inside the numbers. This guy's still doing commentary for football. Well, not commentary, but they're still doing NFL primetime. They know that it doesn't do well enough on ESPN, so they put it on ESPN Plus for like 3 days. It's available like Tuesday through Thursday, something like that.
That's his first pass reception today. Pass play.
So 3rd down and 9. They're going to come up with a 1st down and burn a timeout quickly, right around the 40-yard line.
The Titans send a man in motion.
It was almost Cincinnati's dream scenario there. 3 straight passes, and like 2 of them were incompletions before the last one finally being a completion. 2nd down and 10, 42 seconds to go. Testaverde drops and throws. He's going to find a receiver. He'll pick up a 1st down, I believe. I will say, Boomer does say 12-yard pass. So that is indeed a 1st down from the 28-yard line. Testaverde throws and overthrows everybody.
2nd down and 10 to go.
Testaverde throws. He finds a receiver near the sideline. 1st and 10 from the 17. Testaverde with a deep drop finds Lewis near the sideline, but an excellent tackle by Cincinnati forces them to use what might have been their third and final timeout. So it's going to get interesting here. I've seen him at least call for 2. Float pass into the middle, deflected nicely by the Bengals, Billy Jenkins. Billy Jenkins! You guys remember Leroy Jenkins? That was such a big thing. That is their last timeout. They're going to settle for 3. Kick is up. Kick is good. They didn't ice their own kicker, but they did try.
Tackled by Sauer.
Sauer, first tackle of the day.
Shows a 4-3.
Greasy throws, finds a receiver. That'll set up 2nd and 4, but Cincinnati doesn't seem all that interested in using a timeout. Instead, they will just take it to the half, down by 10 points.
At halftime, the Titans lead by 10.
We haven't seen any close games for the whole game. A couple of them have gotten kind of interesting in the second half, and this one was a closer first half of action. But especially when you get to halftime and you start looking at those stats, you just go like, oh my god, like, these are so bad. They're so bad. Bad.
First down and 10 to go.
1st and 10 for Cincinnati. From the 23-yard line. Greasy drops, throws, and finds a receiver. I believe that's Allstott out in the flat. That'll get half of it, 2nd and 5.
Chris, that was a well-executed play by the offense.
The pitch to
Oh, Batuka just can't come up with the yards that he's looking for. Nothing on that one.
Up the field pressure, but someone obviously blew in a sign.
Greasy throws over the middle, and just bad timing on that pass. It was a defender, and I mean like right in the way. Brad Maynard, second punt of the afternoon. A very quick 3-and-out for Cincinnati. Cincinnati just seems like a team that is... They had an early lead in this AFC Central, but they are on the verge of losing 3 in a row, falling from first place in the Central and giving it to the Tennessee Titans. So 1st and 10 with terrific field position. They're going to go with the pitch pass. It is incomplete. Defender right there to break it up. 2nd down and 10. Tennessee's bread and butter has been the running game. They should just be getting back to that. Instead, they're going play action pass, deep throw down the left side. It's intercepted. Oh, that is exactly what Cincinnati needed. It was a terrible drive on their first drive out of the break. But a great defensive possession as they are able to get the takeaway. 1st and 10 from the 15. They're going to go with a little end around for Harrison.
A 1-yard run by Harrison.
Boom. Not necessarily a bad play to run right there. But if your line can't give you any time...
Throws over the middle, and the timing is just... It's just not there. It's not what you're looking for at all.
Pass play.
Tennessee only rushes 3, and he still throws into a gaggle of Titans. Nearly intercepted. And the interception... They do nothing with it. They didn't even try to run the ball or anything.
Way to stay in your lane.
So Tennessee with fantastic field position. Slightly worse than last time, but still very, very good. Made the first man miss, but the second guy got there. From the 41-yard line. Pitch right side.
Runs outside.
There you go. That is what you're looking for. Jamal Lewis got a little caught up in that spin move on the fallen Cincinnati Bengals hitbox. Kept him in the one spot. That allowed the Bengals to rally and tackle him. They're going to go right back on the ground. This is what you want to see. Tennessee has been so good on the ground. You have Jamal Lewis. Let him go. Let him carry you to a victory. Let him carry you to first place in the AFC Central. Second down and 3. Testaverde drops back. He throws to the right side. It's off the hand of a defender. And I just don't understand why they are not just cramming the ball down the Bengals' throats.
And then he goes and throws the ball into coverage.
Testaverde throws and finds a receiver, and feels like that's been the story of this Bengals defense. They've done a good job trying to keep them out of the end zone, but I think more importantly, they've been sure-handed tacklers, and they've given up some big plays. There's usually the guy back on the back end to try and stop them and get that tackle to limit the damage. 1st and 10 from the 12. Pitch left side. He's going for that left side. Nothing doing out there. 2nd down and 8 after the gain of 2.
At the 10-yard line.
2nd and... Testaverde throws into the end zone, finds a receiver, and that is a touchdown. This game is turning into a laugher. 19-3, and Cincinnati has just not shown any signs of trying to make could come back in this one. This is an excellent opportunity for the Baltimore Ravens today. I don't know who they play. If they play anybody, there might be a bye.
And it's good. That'll be 2 extra points today. The kickoff.
Returnable from the 3. He'll get up to the 20, try and squiggle his way to the outside, but can't get past the guy that got him. 1st and 10.
22-yard line. The Bengals send a man in motion.
Greasy throws, tries to find a man in the flat. He does. It's a minimal gain at best. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12. The pitch out.
Pitch left side by Akapatuka makes a man miss, but he still just can't turn that corner and get that big gain. He just got locked up there.
Draw play. Brought down by Clemens. Here's their 4th punt of the game.
Ugh.
Tackled by Serwanga. 1st and 10.
Tennessee again. I believe this is their 3rd drive of the second half. Another nice starting field position. I don't love it, but they're going to get a big gain, and it might go for 6. Started to put my hands up, but what have I knew as soon as I started doing that, Cincinnati has stopped them to limit the damage. And that is exactly what we got right there. Tripped up at about the 6-yard line. I was going to complain that Tennessee's throwing the ball, but they are looking to just stick a dagger in this team. Now they'll go ahead and start winding some clock down here. You'd love to see them just run the ball a little bit.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
There you go with a draw up the middle. Good job getting off the block and dragging him down before he can get too far upfield. Strahan with a tackle. 2nd goal from the 5. Should be able to run the rest of the 3rd quarter out, where they'll go to the other end of the field to look to polish off this drive with a touchdown. 20-3 our score, and this one is This one feels over, but weirdly enough, it felt over when they drove down the field the first time and scored a touchdown immediately. It was like, well, this will go well. Oh, they're going to actually get the playoff before the end of the third quarter. They're going to get into the end zone, 26-3.
They always get a hat on a hat. They don't necessarily get a big push all the time, but that's where the running back has to make the play.
And it's good. That's his third extra point in this game. At the end of the third quarter, the Titans
27-3 with 5 minutes left in this one. Hopefully, this will mean that Cincinnati won't take timeouts toward the end of the game, but you never know. I'm not exact. I don't think we've had a game like this lopsided. Off the top of my head. We'll get up to about the 21-yard line. Oof.
First and 10. Strong eye for Cincinnati.
A couple of good video games out today. Mortal Kombat 1 and Lies of P. Lies of P on Xbox Game Pass. Party Animals out the 20th, which is tomorrow. It's another Game Pass edition as well. 3 Game Pass editions when you include Payday 3 on Thursday. Greasy's going to throw and find a receiver into Tennessee territory at the 48-yard line. One of the bigger releases next week is Paleo Pines. We are getting to October, which is wild.
It's not always how you start a game, but whether you have what it takes to finish that counts.
It's a run.
Going with a run right side by Acapulco. Can't really find a whole lot of room, but it's one of his better runs of the day, which is not a great sense.
Tackle of the game.
Greasy throws over the middle, finds a receiver in between a lot of blue shoulders.
Chris, the receiver, did a nice job of positioning his body on that play.
First and 10. Greasy, quick drop. Second down and 1 to go.
This is a really nice Bengals drive. It's just unfortunate that it's when they're down by 24 points. Third down and 1.
Greasy looking to throw.
Way over the heads of everybody.
Here comes the field goal unit. It's good. That's the second field goal of the game. Here's the kick.
Doom Year 0. What does that mean? What is Doom Year 0?
Number 31.
With this game being over. Oh, good. They settle for a field goal. 27-6.
First and 10.
Looking at a title release schedule for Xbox Series X refresh mid-gen info leaked thanks to FTC documents, which is absolutely wild that we are getting so much information out of those documents. Xbox Series X refresh digital only 2 TB storage, target launch October 2024. New Xbox controller with gyro. And then a Fallout 3 remaster, a Ghostwire Tokyo sequel, Dishonored 3, Oblivion remaster, Doom Year 0 appear on a release list, or a release schedule list, which is pretty wild. Pretty wild. Licensed IP game? Could be kind of interesting to see what that turns out to be, if any of this turns out to be true. I guess it would kind of have to be if it's an FTC document. I don't think you could just go like, nah. So they have like fiscal year 2022 as Indiana Jones game, an Oblivion remaster, which I'm sure people will be excited for, Elder Scrolls Online expansion, and then Starfield DLC. Fiscal year for 2023 has Doom Year Zero and DLC. Project Kestrel? Kestrel. Kestrel. Elder Scrolls Online expansion again. Project Platinum. Then in fiscal year ending in 2024 end, Elder Scrolls 6. Project Kestrel expansion. A licensed IP game, a Fallout 3 remaster. Elder Scrolls Online expansion, a Ghostwire Tokyo sequel, a Dishonored 3, Doom Year Zero DLC. Gonna be curious to see who makes the Doom Year Zero game, because Machine Games is busy making the Indiana Jones game.
2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Yeah. Very interesting. It is wild how much we are getting, how much information we're getting out of that. Seems like a Series X refresh seems like it's not for me. I would like to actually just get a regular Series X, but the Series S is perfectly fine for what I'm using it for. I do think that the doubled storage would be helpful, especially when you have games like Starfield that are like 100 gigabytes. This game has been over for a while. Thank you to the FTC for apparently spilling documents all over the freeway. Very curious what that IP is going to be. Licensed IP. I guess my gut kind of tells me Star Wars. Just because that's... I'm hoping that it's something cooler. So first punt of the game goes out of bounds. Somehow the game MVP in this game is Ben Kelly. 7 tackles and an interception. Their team lost by 21 points. What?
Quarterback drops back.
Nope.
As we go inside the numbers.
Inside the numbers.
So far, Tom.
The offense have been going deep and going deep often.
Flag down on the play.
False start.
Wow. Okay, Cincinnati. Let's settle it down.
2nd down and 15 to go. Go back to the strong side for Cincinnati.
Also good on them for committing to Dishonored 3. I know it's a game that a lot of people like. I don't think it's sold super well. But I think Xbox kind of just needs... It needs a hit like that, you know?
Down on a shoestring tackle. 3rd down with under
There were
20
3
seconds in the game.
Dishonored games, I believe.
Brings in the dime.
No, I think I kind of played the first one. I don't know. Stealth games always feel like they're just like not for me. Because people are like so creative in how they do stuff, and I'm just not that smart.
That's the game.
All right. Well, Tennessee beats Cincinnati 27-6. They gain sole control of first place in the AFC Central. Coming up next, we have 2 teams that have terrific records. I believe I have this listed incorrectly. The Rams taking on the Patriots. I believe it's in Foxborough. It is indeed in Foxborough. It is November 18th, 2001. It's a Sunday night game. Live from New England. Digital New England. Rams, Patriots. Would this have been the Super Bowl preview or the Super Bowl rematch?
Welcome to tonight's matchup between the
St. Louis absolutely crushing it at 8-1. New England no slouch at 7-3. Could be a future Super Bowl matchup.
The New England Patriots come into this game leading the AFC East. Offensively, they're currently ranked 6th in the NFL passing the football, while their running game ranked 16th overall. Meanwhile, the St. Louis Rams come into this game leading the NFC West.
I mean, the NFC West is the Rams to lose at this point at 8-1.
Thanks, Tom. Slight drizzle is coming down tonight.
What? That looks a lot more like a lot more than slight there, Berman.
The Rams are set to kick it off. We're underway.
This could end up being one of the best games we've seen this year.
I guess flashing lights warning here. It's one of the few times we've had the lightning. So if you are sensitive to that, beware, because that was kind of a weird flash on the screen. They're gonna go with a run off the left side. Not really finding a whole lot. Well, actually, they found a good amount of room. I don't know what the fuck game I'm watching.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line. Robinson checks in as the H-back. Looks like
all right, Week 11's thumbnail is set. We are ready to roll. I'm back on camera, and here we go. Tyrone Wheatley picking up a catch for 10 yards. 1st down and 10. I think they've gotten Wheatley engaged in this offense early. Get him into a rhythm. Flutie throws a pass to the right side, but he overthrows everybody in the area. Sean Dawkins. It's kind of an interesting.
2nd and 10.
It's interesting because sometimes we see like a bunch of offenses that have like, man, they have really good backs and receivers, and a quarterback that just like cannot figure things out. In this case, we have kind of the opposite. It's a bunch of receivers that I don't really recognize, and you're kind of looking at a pretty good quarterback there. 3rd down and 18. It's an incomplete pass, so they do pick up 1 first down, but nothing doing past that. 4th and 18 with 3:48 to go here in quarter number 1 of our 4th and final game. Get you all the standings, scores, primetime players after this game is complete, and then we'll see you next week for week number 12 in Random Roster season number 5. Don't forget, if you would like to watch the other stuff, it is all on the homepage of the channel. There's a bunch of sports stuff up there. You could probably actually fill out the sports section a little bit more, because I have a surprising, maybe not a surprising amount of sports, but like a lot of sports for as much as like the other content I post, but simultaneously like, I don't know.
The thing that impressed me on that play,
the sports I do are committed. 2nd down and 2. Big bomb down the left side into double coverage. That one's batted away. Scott Frost. First pass defense of the day. 3rd down and 2. I formation. Might be offset. I don't believe it is, though. My depth perception isn't what it used to be. Throw out. Little screen to the flat, which I guess kind of is redundant. It's hard to tell, because like you have to like identify where the guards are, and the running back always outruns where the guards are going to be. So it kind of just looks like a throw to the flat, but it's like not at the same time. It's very weird. 1st down and 10. Kerry Collins leading an 8-1 St. Louis Rams team. That's a nice catch to Crowell.
You put your players in
Crowell,
position, but the offensive player makes the play.
Dropping back and throwing to the right side. I thought he had that, but I guess it just kind of slipped out of his hands. We've seen a couple of games now in some inclement weather that has not deterred them from, and by them I mean the teams from throwing the ball.
2nd down and 10 to go.
Collins throws, finds a receiver.
A 14-yard pass by Collins.
And that's a
He's
nice grab right there.
drive.
Chris, the receiver, was able to get himself perfectly positioned for the catch.
Pass play. Can't bring him down.
You know, Chris, I'd like to see the defense.
I don't know why, but I all of a sudden got like very panicked. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna run out of storage
Second
on my
and
hard
long.
drive.
The Rams
Well, no, you have a little bit of time. Collins drops back, throws to the right side, tackled at the 5-yard line, and it'll be first and goal for the Rams. Once I get the MLB season done, that'll clear up quite a bit of hard drive space, I'm sure. Anybody, you feel free to take a bet in the chat of how big that folder is right now, because it is large. Wow, that's actually
at the 8-yard line.
it's an even 100 gigs at the moment. Second and goal, throws. Oh my, that's an interception. I don't think anyone catches him. If he picks that ball off, he is gone. Third down and goal. Into the end zone. It's intercepted in the end zone. Is it going to be a touchback? Are they going to put up with a 1? That was such a bad... It was a terrible play on both parts. It was a terrible throw. And then an awful decision to run that ball out for some reason. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Throw to the flat. And he will turn it upfield and gain about 5. Second and medium coming up.
That's his first pass reception today.
They'll actually give him second down and 6.
Line up in the eye. Ooh, nice disguise on the play action.
Throwing over the middle, somehow found a receiver. I thought that was a pass that maybe should have been picked, or at least had an opportunity to be, at the very least, deflected.
First down and 10 to go. Pull back to the strong side with 3 wide for the offense.
First quarter winding down in this bad weather game. That play either loses 9 or gains 12. There is like very rarely a middle ground.
Only helps to fill the quarterback with confidence. Even a 2-yard dump off for a 5-yard gain.
It's like a 21-yard difference.
First and 10.
Going with a run play off the left side, but nothing doing because Gary Walker's in the way. Picking up his first tackle of the day. Drops him for a loss of 2. They're going with that backwards pass again. There's one of the rare, kind of middle ground plays there. He has to run like 7 extra yards just to pick up 3. Third and 9. Dropping back to throw to the left side. Overthrew everybody. Terrible timing on the jump there to get that ball. Way too many away jerseys. Those gold striped helmets they switched to after they won the Super Bowl. It's just not a good play. Not a good play at all. So it'll be a punt. They do drive it up the field a little bit to try and flip the field. But not a great punt because that's going to be returned to the 15, though he'll get met at the 18 or 19-yard line. So they flip the field, I guess, from the 20 to about the 20. I think ideally you get a little bit more under it. That looked like it was deflected at the line. Yeah, that is a pass block for Richard Seymour. Got his hand up and did a nice job. Motion. They're going to go with a run. That's a nice play.
24-yard line.
I'll set him up.
5-yard run by Shelton.
3rd down and 4.
3rd down and 4 for the first. The quarterback looks to pass.
There's a nice throw and a nice catch. It's a good throw because he's able to run into it, but it's a better catch because he's able to hold on to it through the contact. Rams are going to have to drive 89 yards to get an opportunity. 81 yards, excuse me, to get an opportunity to make up for the interception they threw into the end zone. I mean, I thought you should have just run the ball right there. I guess you just trust that your quarterback is going to not be a bonehead. Pro strat, don't be a bonehead. We're going to go with the draw play, but it is really well read by the Patriots. I don't know that... I mean, maybe Sean Gilbert knows that it's a draw. Whatever he's doing, he has a nose for the football, found the man with it, and took him down for a big loss. 3rd and 14. Deep drop back all the way to the 19-yard line. It's intercepted again. St. Louis with 2 interceptions thrown. That's a great job by the Patriots defense to force them into an obvious passing situation and execute on the back end of the defense to get that ball.
Have had their passing game completely shut down. Interesting stats so far, Tom.
The offense have been pretty conservative in their passing attack.
Down, 18.
Uh-oh. 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 Okay, why? Oh, I bumped the HDMI cable. Sorry about that.
A 7-yard run by Wheatley. 3rd and 3 at the 46-yard line. The defense brings in the dive.
So 3rd and 3 here.
Quarterback drops back.
I didn't realize that was the cord that was under my feet. I was like messing with it and then... All right, 1st down and 10. The Patriots moving the ball a little bit here into Rams territory. Flutie over the middle.
The shoestring tackle at the 50-yard line.
Those have been pretty consistent throughout the game, or throughout the day, I should say. Those shoestring tackles keeping the damage to a minimum. Will hit the 2-minute warning just on the edge of the Rams territory. It's 2nd down and 12. Flutie throws and finds a receiver, but tackled immediately as he got his hands on that ball. 3rd and 11.
3rd down with under 2 minutes to go in the half. Flutie looking to throw.
Flutie throws right side, tackled around the 45-yard line. I think unfortunately that is 4th down, I believe. Yeah, 4th and 7. Those little dink and dunks don't do a whole lot if you can't get any yards there. 3rd punt of the day for Daniel Pope. Better angle there.
Punt rolls out of bounds.
The referee falls are so funny. They're so dramatic, and I appreciate that. As a dramatic person, some say. Can you just like run the ball to halftime, please? Second and 10. He's going to throw it out to the left side. Caught and tackled as soon as he got it. Donald Hayes with his first catch of the day goes for 13 and a fresh set of downs. Throwing over the middle, hits something. Sounded like maybe it hit a hand, but nothing doing there.
Quarterback looks to pass.
Going to the left side and can't find anybody. There were 2 receivers right in the same area with like 3 defenders. That is a really bad decision, especially for a quarterback who has thrown 2 interceptions already. That one goes, oof, goes to a defender's hand instead of a receiver's hand. It's 4th and 10 just like that. These teams need to settle down. I think it's okay to just take a knee, run the ball, run the clock out, and get to halftime. Neither offense is in sync, in rhythm. And you're just asking for trouble when you're gripping it and ripping it.
Pass play. He takes the
Oh, and that is exactly my point. You're asking for trouble if you keep throwing the ball like that. 3rd interception of the day between the 2 teams. St. Louis finally on the positive side with a takeaway. 1st and 10. And he gets absolutely leveled. Absolutely crushed. I believe that's Richard Seymour. It is. 1 pass block to go along with his first tackle of the day. Collins throws deep right side. Nothing doing. This Patriots defense has done a tremendous job, and so has the Rams defense. They've given up a couple of turnovers, given up some interceptions on the offensive side for the Rams, but they have stifled the Patriots offense to gain nothing off of those turnovers. Just some field position. Call a timeout for this 4th and 12 punt. I have a bedtime, New England. Please. Please. That's why they called the timeout, so they could punt it for 6 seconds in the air and then do that. Oh, I should
the Patriots, nothing, Rams,
do that.
Nothing.
Whew. I believe every game we've had has had one team in the negatives for the rushing yards.
The kickoff by number 9.
Chris, the first minutes of the second half will go a long way to determining the outcome of this game.
Oh, man, he took that from like 5 yards deep. You do not want to do that.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. High formation for the Rams. Pass play. Need to invest in
Off the hands and incomplete. Oh my goodness, just run the flipping ball. There's no reason for you to be passing the ball this much in this weather. Clearly it's not working. Okay, that's fine. That's all I want to see. I want to see that clock moving. We are in a dangerous position here where St. Louis is looking to take maybe 15 seconds off the clock with 3 incomplete passes. Collins throws and can't find a receiver, so they take 30 seconds off of the clock.
Stop at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Pass play. Throw out of bounds. 2nd and 10. The offense goes with the H-back formation.
You're kidding me. We have 2 stupid pass-happy offenses. They can't complete throws.
Knocked down by Tanavasa. That's his first pass defended today.
Oh my God.
Who's on his team right now?
Flutie dropped back. Big hit causes that pass to be dropped. Wow.
Did it?
And he was crushed.
I mean, is that like 6 incompletions? I think it's 5 incompletions and 1 run. And we have seen So 8 plays total in the first 58 seconds. 9 if you want to be generous and throw in a kickoff.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line. I formation.
These teams have to change their strategy. Their quarterbacks can't hit the broadside of a barn. There we go. There's... Okay, that's fine. Just keep doing that. I don't care if you gain or lose any yards. I just want this game to like start winding down here. A 3-0 slot fest is okay. There's a nice completion out near the 40-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10.
Good coverage on that play. The receiver just made a fantastic catch.
Collins throws right side off the hands, and hey, wouldn't you know, incomplete.
That level of play is only going to bring headaches to opposing offenses.
I hate when this happens. We saw it back in the New England-Indianapolis game earlier in the season where I was like, I don't want to watch either of these teams. The Patriots are at least a good team. Indianapolis just sucks.
Play after play that he was worth the pick.
So third down and 11. It's going to make a pretty obvious pass. Oh my goodness, passing play for the Rams. They're actually able to convert. And they work their way up the field into Patriots territory. First and 10. Going to go with a run. Patriots really stacking the box, making it difficult to work with the running game. They're doing... I did it again. I freaking did it again. I'm sorry. That's on me. The cord is not usually there, but the Elgato fell down the other day. I was like, oh, I'll just put it under the table. This is a good idea. Nope, it wasn't, because you wiggle your feet a lot down there. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Stop it. Okay, at least they've made a couple of conversions and they have wound 2 minutes off of this clock. I think I know you want to try and throw the ball in this scenario to pick up the first down, and they do actually get that. I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to just run it up the middle. I know they haven't been super successful, but maybe you just try to center it up and give your kicker the best possible opportunity for a shot at a field goal. And that pass is well overthrown.
Interesting stats so far, Tom.
The offense have been relying on running after the catch.
Oh, there you go. There's a big old run. Big old hole right up the middle. Picking up a very solid gain of 6 and setting up a third and very manageable. Flanked on either side by running backs in the backfield. Oh, we found a receiver on a third down conversion yet again. Donald Hayes picks up his third reception of the day. First and 10 for the St. Louis Rams. Cardinals. For the St. Louis Rams. Got rid of it before he got hit and tipped by a defender. Incomplete pass. Second down and 10. Pitch left side, or far side. Tries to find some room, but a little indecisive there. Danced around too much. The receiver couldn't hold his block long enough. Still picked up 3 yards, but sets up a pretty obvious passing situation on third down and 7. Collins throws, and he's going to make another third down completion, another third down conversion, and I believe that's going to be first and goal at like the 2 3/4 yard line, and they needed to get to the 3 yard line.
Three tight ends for St. Louis. Running play.
Going with a running play. They're going to get stuffed in the backfield, and they will take it to the other side in this goose egg game through 3. Rams knocking on the door for some points, and they sucked up so much time. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
Goal 16. Goal 16.
Collins, quick drop.
Collins throws it out to the flat, but well read by the Patriots defense to drop him immediately. I believe that's going to set up, 3rd and goal here.
3rd and goal at the 3-yard line. Line up with a lone back. Collins.
Collins throws over the middle. That is an incomplete pass. Way too much traffic there.
20-yard
That'll bring John Casey in for a field goal try. 10th year pro out of Georgia. The kick is up. The kick is good.
Good. That's his first field goal today.
And with 4:33 to go in the 4th quarter, St. Louis takes a 3-0 lead. They finally got a good drive going. They finally got some level of competency.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
There's a nice completion from the New England Patriots to get this drive started. Tackle by Gary Walker.
Second down, 1 to go. Flutie drops back.
Flutie throws left side, right side, excuse me.
Third and 1
Can't come up with a catch. It's 3rd down and 1.
4 down line.
I want to see.
Running play. Bowles left. Wheatley gets the first down.
That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see New England just run the ball, get the first down. You only need 3 points to tie this game up to try and send it to overtime. There's no reason for you to be too pass happy. I'd like to see a little bit more of the run because Flutie has not been particularly good today. It's going to be, could be a big game for some of the other divisional opponents of the New England Patriots.
Stopped by Surtees.
Ooh, and Rambo is going to have to come out. He appears to be injured. 3rd and short, just running right at them.
Proves to be serious. It will be a real blow to their gameplay.
Wow, I mean, my goodness.
Brought down.
Don't have to pound anything when there is a hole that big.
An 11-yard run for the first down.
When the running game starts showing this kind of success late in the ball game,
Throwing? Oh my goodness, that's got to be caught. Bishop, you got to come up with that pick.
Pass play.
It's a deep pass, and it is, that's a catch. That is a catch right there. Little surprised he was able to come up with that. There were a lot of Rams in the area. Hip contusion for Rambo.
Out 1 to 2 weeks with a hip contusion.
Only 1 to 2 weeks on that injured hip, which is good. Though there were 3 Rams defenders, only really one of them in position to try and make a play on that.
Throwing right.
Flutie throws and finds another completion down inside the 10. Where was this earlier in the game?
on a play into coverage,
Remember that first minute of the 3rd quarter when it was just incomplete passes? 1 run accidentally and 2 punts?
First and goal.
So
at the
1st and
6-yard
goal,
line.
getting to the halfway point of the 4th quarter. He's going to throw it in,
A 6-yard
get it in for the
pass
score.
by Flutie.
Doug Flutie coming through with a big,
all the quarterback had to do was deliver the ball for 6
the big touchdown pass there. Kick is up. Kick is good. 7-3 with 2:36 to go in the game. And here's where the next 2.5 minutes take roughly 40 minutes. From the 5 up to the 20. To the 25, he'll get met and thrown forward. It's 26 yard line.
Quarterback looks to pass.
Oh, a deep pass, and that is... Oh, he had his hands on it, but it looked like it's...
Man down on the field.
Whew.
He limps to the sidelines.
Got rocked and gave up the rock. 2nd down and 10. It's about to become a very pass-happy offense here for the St. Louis Rams. They do a nice job to find a completion there to Damian Shelton. Sacramento State. Could honestly just take this down to the 2-minute warning. They won't. They're going to throw it, which is like the worst option. Just run the ball. Christian Fourier. Strapped abdomen.
Number 23 out for at least the rest of this game with a strained abdomen.
I almost say abdomen. I was like abdomen.
Send a man in motion.
He'll be out the rest of the game with the sprained abdomen. Throwing left side over everybody. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Don't be afraid to run the ball.
Simply getting the ball off underneath and letting their athletes make the plays with the ball.
Collins, he takes the ball away.
Collins throws a disastrous, costly interception late in this one. It's going to set the Patriots up nicely at the 48-yard line. Good opportunity to stretch this out to a touchdown to force that to just be a tie. It's a huge run off the right side. It's about 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Patriots going to do a nice little thing here and just run this clock dry. Would have liked to have seen the Rams take a timeout early on. Like I said earlier, clock management, it's about 60% there. Pitch to the right side. There's where I think you take a timeout for sure. Bam. Timeout. Bam. Hit that tee. That's a great job by New England here. I appreciate it. That first half looked brutal. In this first minute of the 3rd quarter, I was like, oh no. Oh no, because we have some of those games in Madden where it's just two teams that just won't stop throwing the ball, but can't throw the ball. We're going to go with a run right there. Okay, so the first timeout. This game is over. Game is over. That first down was what they needed. They'll take a knee. That's fine. 1 remaining. They'll burn it after this, and then when we hit 3rd down, when they snap that ball, that'll be it. So 3rd and 15 will do it. Just a 40-second play clock and 34 seconds on the game clock. New England is going to come away with a victory, and that'll do it. New England improves to 8-3, drops these St. Louis Rams to 8-2. It's thrown off by the multiple 8s. Yes. Probably the best game that we saw, but still, it wasn't all that. It wasn't all that great. They'll break the huddle, and that will do it. New England 7, St. Louis 3 in the rain, and that'll do it. Giants, Vikings. All right, so the Vikings. Oh, Drew Bledsoe on the Steelers. Gross. I don't know. Have we seen Pittsburgh? I think we have, but they aren't very good. Bledsoe 304. Well, you know what? Don't worry about Drew Bledsoe over there, okay? We started our day in Green Bay, and we watched the Packers defeat the Falcons 17-7. The Buccaneers kept the pace in the NFC Central by winning 17-10 over the Bears. The Ravens beat the Browns by 4, and that's going to help them in the AFC Central, especially with the result that we'll see a little bit later. 20-16, your final in Baltimore. Saints beat the Colts 13-7. Dolphins over the Jets 17-3. Eagles beat the Cowboys 20-6, and it feels like the Cowboys are in a pretty big slide here. Panthers over the 49ers 13-10, which is kind of surprising. I don't think either team is particularly good, but the Panthers, I think, are one of the worst teams in the game. Seahawks 14-10 in Buffalo. That's a big win for them. They improve their standing in the AFC West. Titans all over the Bengals 27-6. That might be the last time we see the Bengals. They have not looked good. They are on a 3-game losing streak, and getting blown out by 21 not helping that. Steelers over the Jaguars by 10, 27-17. Raiders demolished the Chargers 31-10. Cardinals, battle of field goals, fall to the Lions 6-3. Broncos 34, Washington absolutely nothing. I believe this was actually a game this week as well, which is kind of wild. Patriots, they beat the Rams 7-3 in the rain-soaked grossness. And last but not least, you have the Vikings 27-0 over the New York Football Giants. Drew Bledsoe, your AFC offensive primetime player, 304 through the air with 2 touchdown passes. Rod Woodson on the defensive side, an interception return for a touchdown. How do we get so many of these, but we don't get to see them? 2 interceptions, 3 tackles, and a pass defense. Deflection, defense. Brett Conway, 2 field goals, 4 extra points for your AFC special teams primetime player. Flip it over to the NFC side of things. 185 yards and 2 touchdown passes for Aaron Brooks and the Green Bay Packers. On the defensive side, Kevin Hardy has a fumble return, touchdown, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, the triple threat right there, and 2 tackles. Paul Ettinger, 2 field goals and 3 extra points. Not quite as good as the Denver guy, but still gets him NFC special teams prime time player. All right, let's flip over to the standings really quickly. The Rams on top of the league at 8-2, just ahead of the Seahawks, who are 7-2-1. Patriots are 8-3. They join the Rams as the only 2 8-win teams. Kansas City, Oakland, Green Bay, all at 7. Titans, 6. Bunch of 6-win teams there. In the NFC, the Rams would be your 1 seed. The Packers would be your 2. The Giants, the 3. The Bucks, the 4. The 49ers, the 5. And the Falcons, the 6. The Vikings would just miss out, as with the Cowboys. The Saints are still in it, though it could get dicey. In the East, the Giants lead with a record of 6-5. The Eagles kind of saved their season. They improved to 4-6. They've won their last 2 games. The Cowboys are 5-5. Washington still are kind of in that Eagles position, just outside. They're 4-6. They didn't pick up a win today, and the Cardinals are 3-7. In the West, the Rams lead by a considerable margin. Helps that the Falcons and 49ers both lost with them today. A big missed opportunity for both Atlanta and San Francisco. The Rams 8-2, 49ers and Falcons 5-5. The Saints are 4-6. The Panthers are 4-7. Finally, in the NFC, the Central, the Packers lead at 7-3. The Buccaneers are right behind them at 6-4. The Vikings right behind them at 5-5. The Lions and Bears not too far out of it. At least maybe a shot at a wild card, but they're going to have to pick up the pace. The Lions, they've won 2 in a row, though the Bears have lost 1 in a row. Both teams 4-6. In the AFC, the Seahawks would be your number 1 seed thanks to that tie. The Patriots, the 2. The Titans would be your 3, which would make the Chiefs your 4, Raiders 5, Dolphins 6. The Broncos potentially missing out just because of the tie. Of course, the Dolphins have played 1 fewer game, so that is hard to say. They would beat the Ravens and the Bengals and the Dolphins should they have that tie with the same record. Checking out the East, the Patriots lead at 6-3, or 8-3, excuse me. They have won 2 in a row. Big win for them today. It looked like they were maybe going to lose and fall apart. But they put together a drive and capped it off with an interception to win that game to improve to 8-3. The Dolphins sticking around. They've won 3 in a row. They are now 6-4. Bills are 4-6. The Jets 4-7. The Colts 3-7. Look at that. I like when they're at the bottom because I don't ever have to watch them. Seahawks lead the AFC West over the Chiefs by one tie, basically. 7-2-1. The Chiefs are 7-3, as are the Raiders. The Broncos are 6-4-1, and the Chargers 2-8. AFC West descended 4 teams to the playoffs. What do we do? The Titans, they lead the AFC Central at 6-4. The Ravens just behind them at 6-5. Bengals and Jaguars both at 5-5. Browns at 4-6. Steelers at 3-7. And that'll do it for your weekly update here. We are moving on to week number 12 of the 2001 season. We have the Packers taking on the Lions, Broncos, Cowboys, Ravens, Jags, Bengals, Browns. I won't be watching that. Dolphins, Bills. A lot of AFC, or a lot of rivalries. This one should be good because I believe both teams. I literally just looked at it. Ooh, yeah. Seahawks, Chiefs. Probably take a peek at that. There was another team or another game I was kind of thinking about looking at or looking for, but I don't remember. Buccaneers, Rams. We'll find some interesting matchups for you, and we will have those for you next Tuesday right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. So if you'd like to see those, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you hanging out. We'll see you next week for more football action right here. Don't go anywhere. Watch other videos. Thank you and goodbye.